Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 21 of my Super Teens Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it is a little later than where we left off. We are over at the trailhead, and I have right here, I'm showing you that Abigail actually finished her angling ace aspiration because she caught her last fish with a bait, and then that one, boom, and put it all the way up. And because they've fished and caught 20 different types of fish, which is so much easier. It's been a while. It was the pre-Island Living game update where that 20 types of fish counts any fish, whereas before that it was only base game fish, so it was much harder to do because some of the fish in base game are harder to find, but now it's easier. So she is finished. So if any of the other kids do the same thing and max their fishing skill, which of course is very easy for them to do on their home lot because of the boost for the micro home that they live in, they could all probably easily finish this aspiration, but that's not going to be a priority of mine. But she is done. So now that she is done, let's put her over onto temporarily friend of the world. And I don't know if that counted from her talk. Yeah, so this was her third location. So she needs to get her charisma up, but she also needs to clean herself up a little bit. So we're going to scrubberoo herself. Hopefully it'll work. And it looks like it did. And so I'm going to put her back onto nature. Oh, it looks like someone was like, oh, you're doing magic. You're going to get magic one day soon too. We're working on it. We're working on it that, well, I am thinking that it will be our Nora who gets the spell, but it could possibly be Edward. We'll see. She's ahead of Edward, but he is making some progress, I think. So let's put her over onto Jungle Explorer, because I see, that's actually not what I meant. Jungle Explorer is the one where we're going to go exploring, but I'm not really ready for her to do that part yet. So knowledge, and she's actually happy. Let's see where she is with this. I can't remember which. I should take a look, because a lot of them have made some progress with their writing, their music. And she is actually one of them. So we will do what I was going to do, which was put her over onto knowledge here. And the one for here, archaeology scholar. That's the one. And Declan actually needs to survey for a dig pile. So he needs to clean himself off too. So let's see if he can do that. I wonder if he was about to ask for some advice. There we go. So you're going to survey, and what I should have done before I started is I should have checked their inventories for the items that pertain to traveling to make sure that, you know, the appropriate Sims have them in their inventory. He does not have that much. So let's take a look at Nora, what she has. See that when I did send a few of them fishing, including Nora, because I was thinking, see, we probably can't. Yeah, we can't ship it because of where we are. I doubt we could even ship it from our home lot. Actually, for that matter, we could go to our home lot and then have them be over there and have all their things at hand versus this lot, which is slightly edited. I did a covered area here where they can play chess. There is one, this is out in the open, but they can like practice their archaeology or do whatever there. And then there are the swings, and I think, and a campfire. And then this is if you have children. So there's a few things here. So, because if we take them home, then they can just be at home and travel in, because this is just the same as them because they're in this neighborhood. Well, we'll just do this for now. We'll do this for now. We'll keep her here. So Declan, you need to survey. So why don't we just survey right here and see if we find anything? Because if it's closer, all the better. Freddie, you're on your fitness and you have to work out. Oh, you can't clean. Why don't we see if we can, I know I was checking their things and I got sidetracked, but let's see if we can scrubberoo. Oh, look, he found one. So Edward actually needs to establish 3 excavation sites. So we're going to have him do that. And oops, she failed because that's what happens. You get the water. I think we do need to go home. We think we do need to go home. Home being their rental accommodations so that they can, do their thing there. Because there's no real point being on this lot because they access the portal regardless. Okay, so he's got one done. And we'll let him finish his Oh, he failed too. Okay, we're actually going to take them back home and then we'll come back here and do the exploring and stuff. But then that means everybody else has access to more things in here because this is a national park. So we can't rally the troops here. So we'd be better to have them at home. So I will be back. Well, we're here. So I figure we'll hit play and then we'll see whether this will count as a... Oh, and it did count. We can help fix a bad relationship with our favorite vampire. Our not so favorite vampire is Sean, but I love him because he means that makes it easy to work on conflict resolution. So that's a good thing. And she wants to craft a piece of furniture. Let's check where she is on the knowledge aspiration. So she wants to, but she doesn't need to. So we'll stick her over on to Bonnie's also done the music already. We'll just stick her on archaeology. And Colleen is on the archaeology also, but she actually, I think she needs to listen to music if I remember correctly. Oh, no, she doesn't, but she has to play while inspired. Where is our Colleen? She's over here. And how are your needs, Colleen? They're pretty good. So why don't we have you bow for inspiration and then play with the motion when you're finished with that. And that should get that part done for you. And Declan is fine, and Declan needs to authenticate some artifacts. So we'll set him up to, if he has any artifacts, he does, so he can do that one right there. And then Edward is having a shower, as is Freddie, and Grant needs to extract dig piles or excavation sites and uncover a artifact from a dirt clump. Which, of course, we do have multiple items. And what I was trying to do is I was trying to look for the things we need for our trip. So I'm thinking they might be consumable. And that's not there. Is it special items? Oh, yes, they are there. Okay, so he has these fire foam. So I'm going to make sure that one of those is in Edward's. And maybe one is in possibly Abigail's. And let's check hers and do the same. So special items. Oh, she has a fire foam already. And she has 2 lightning insulation powders. And she has the Guzmanian. Let's see what Edward has. Let's take a look at what he has in his inventory. So he already had a fire foam. And now he has an extra one. He already has lightning insulation. So he doesn't have the Guzmanian flower is what he doesn't have. And since he's going to be the one that I'm going to be sending off to go through first, that's why I want him to have these things. And Declan, let's switch and look at yours for special items. So I must have already looked there. So you have the spider repellent. No, I think it keeps. Maybe I haven't looked because I think it's supposed to keep it. It's just showing it because I have it in the others. So she has lightning insulation and spider, and she has the machete. And I don't remember if Edward had one. He has lots. He has 9. I don't think he needs 9. You're going to give one to someone else. And since they're not going to be out, they're probably not going to get attacked by bugs anyway. So it's probably not that big of a deal. Whereas if we had them at the park, then that wouldn't be so good. But yeah, and the one thing with this, even though there's the different areas, it does let you sort of go between them because they're still kind of considered to be in the neighborhood. So Edward, my boy, you really need to establish these excavation sites is what you need to do, which you've already done the one. This is probably not the right way, but you may as well establish it here. And let me get my bearings. Now that's going away. That's going towards the house. And here's someone. There is someone. I think someone needs to make friends, but we're not going to focus on that right now. And Colleen, you're just kind of, you need to play while you're inspired. Can you do that for me, please? You're inspired now, so I guess you didn't listen to my instructions to play with emotion when you were finished. So you're going to play with emotion. And Abigail, so we need to go, let me just zoom out. Zoom out and not travel. So this is the wrong way, and this is the right way. There we are. We don't want to go to the park, but we do want to use our excavation site that we had got before. Grant, you're going to come, you're just going to go here. Fly here. Oh, you're high enough, you can already survey for a dig pile. And Bonnie, you need to, I don't think you're magical. So you may as well just have a shower. You're going to have a shower. You already chose to have a shower. You go ahead and have a shower. Colleen is working on her playing an instrument while inspired. And Declan is finished with that. It is genuine. It doesn't look very good. It is poor. So we're going to take a look at our household collection and see if that was see how that is. Is that you're showing a lot of different household collections. So this one here, it's one, looks like one we maybe, they're all showing as new. So why don't you put that in your inventory? Maybe I should have just drawn it to our inventory instead. And then you may as well authenticate another artifact, because you need to do 3 of them, and that you have 2 there. I assume that Edward has finished. Oh no, he hasn't finished. Knit. He's knitting. Okay, I asked you to establish. Oh, okay. Well, you did. It don't look like you did. So what are you doing now? Are you going to establish it again? Or are you actually... That was a little bit weird. Because it didn't look like it was a site when we came. There's little bugs in the air. And it's getting dark. So will it count for the 3rd one or not? It did. Well, you may as well excavate. You're excavating over there. You're having your shower. Are you almost done with your shower? You should be done. You're good. You're good. You can come here and excavate. Colleen, did you get your hour? You did. So you don't need to play with emotion anymore. We're going to see where you are on this same aspiration. Because we're in this neighborhood, we need to go through and explore. I just want him to get this part, because this is his aspiration. The exploring part isn't his aspiration. It's the archaeology one that is. So I want you to come here and try and excavate also. Oh, Abigail found something. Good. And here is, and Declan is doing what I asked him to do. Freddie, you're jogging like I asked you to do. Good. So you're on that part too, on that next one. I'm just trying to see. Freddie also actually, so Freddie is my one who needed to exercise, and he has, and everybody else needs to like do their pushing the limits. But we don't really need to do that here. I don't know if it's easier to go to the gym or what, but I don't know. Oh, he's knitting again. I thought I sent him. Well, I guess he could just finish what he's knitting. He can finish it. Nora, you need to still do some excavating. So let's go to where Abigail is and help her out with this one. That would be handy. And then you should come here and excavate too. Let's get them all excavating. All at the same time. That was quite the flop, Grant, when you came. And so they're just doing their thing with their excavating. Let's check in on Edward. So now he needs to make sure he has things. So this might be the part that's hard for him because he needs to excavate things. So I'm thinking that's under collectibles. And it would be better if he actually had things to authenticate versus like having to uncover them from these. And they have to be excellent. That's the problem. And they're not all necessarily going to be excellent. But between all of them digging and stuff, hopefully we'll get there. So let's go over to where Nora is. And then I want you to fly here. And then I want you to survey for a dig pile. Wherever you're going to find it. And then you're going to establish a site just because we want a site established. And then, Grant, you can come here and excavate. Someone is cooking, I'm guessing. And Abigail, you can come here and excavate. That's probably not an ideal location, though, I have to say, because I'm not sure that you're really going to be able to go through here. We are gonna take you off and hope if we have to come back, we have to come back. Oh, Freddy got completed, so yay. So we're gonna put him on the Jungle Explorer. This is not off the path. This is the path. Let me check where his gardening skill is. It is 9. It's almost 10. So we're gonna clear it with hands because usually when your gardening skill is high, you can get that pretty well. So he's must have got some juice fizz knowledge. Declan finished his knitting project. Declan, you need to authenticate another artifact. So why don't we put that in your inventory? And you don't actually have, let's go under collectibles. You'd have to uncover it before you could authenticate it. So let's come over here. Oh, she's I'm assume at least playing with the motion. She is. And you're also getting a little bit hungry. I'm going to get you to join the others and go here. Let me go back. It's like, Bonnie can't transport a light. I must be on the wrong sim. So you're going to come here and you can excavate. Oh, I think that we probably... Oh, we got some spiders. We're starting to get things. So because we're out and about as opposed to actually at home. So it does look like he can't because of where he found it. I'm going to just clear it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to assume that he's going to give the I can't do that because people are in my way. Yep, he is. So, and he's getting a little bit hungry. Okay, Nora, can you survey over here? Nope, you're not skilled enough to survey. And I'm thinking there's a cooldown and he probably can't survey either. Yes, he cannot survey. And Declan needs... They're all getting a little hungry, to be honest. It looks like he's cooking. He's grilling breakfast scramble. So they're gonna... I'm gonna just let them finish doing their excavating and stuff because we need this site done. I don't even know if she can come and help here. Because I don't know if there's a spot on the other side. Just so that we can get that done. And then I'll let them all do their eating. And I'll be back once we're done with that. So I'll be back. I got a pop-up just as I was trying to bring Edward here to try and go through the gates. So we are going to talk it through with someone so that she can just work on her emotional control by herself. Bonnie, we can always work on that later. I want you to come here and excavate. And you already have that excavating. I'm just looking to see who actually needs to do one more site. There we go. Colleen. Declan needs another artifact, so I might have him do it. He needs to survey. And he needs to go to the bathroom. Okay. Looks like you are auto solving for that, so you can do that. I just want to make sure that you actually did. So you're going to actually excavate since, you're there. And we're going to try this again with Edward now that we don't have a spot in front. So we're going to try clearing the path with hands because his skills are high. And I'm pulling up his skill trees so that when we get the pop-up, we have an idea of, he may not even have everything he needs in his inventory. Let's just take a quick look since he's the one. So we're going to get rid of, we don't want creature. Wonder if they're decorative. Nope. And they're not natural. So they're other collectibles. And I don't mind showing other collectibles. So he has machete. He has the Guzmania pollinus flower. He's got this fire foam. He's got the lightning insulation powder. He doesn't have any spider. Are you going to the bathroom? Oh no. Did you? Okay, well, hopefully you make it. Why are you getting in line? Why don't you go home? I would think it'd be better to go home to go to the bathroom. See if you can make it. And then just hopefully, and then just take a shower. You can't die if you get walked in on anyways. So, Nora, do you have the spider repellent? No, you have lightning insulation powder. You look like you have 2 Dr. Spider's spider repellent. So we're going to give one of those to Edward. And we're going to come back here with Edward. And hopefully Grant doesn't have an accident. And we're going to go back on his skills. And we'll try and at least get through this one in this part. Oh, Bonnie got to level 3 of archaeology. We're going to go a little bit faster so that we can maybe get through this in the part because of course we're going to get a pop-up. And this will build their gardening skill if it's not maxed. Oh, look, Declan leveled up. And there he goes. He maxed his gardening skill. He was really close to level 10. He was at the very top of 9. So here we go. Well, there we go. We don't have a fire quencher. And what is his fitness? Oh, his fitness is 9, so he has a high chance of winning. So Jaguar in the jungle. Edward hears a growl and slowly turns to see a jaguar patrolling through the jungle with something shiny in its jaws. The cat hasn't spotted Edward yet. Should he stop moving and wait for it to leave or try to scare it? So we're going to jump scare because he does have pretty high fitness skill, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone has a Drake's Fire Quencher and I just didn't look far enough in their inventories. So let's see what our results are. Cat Confrontation. Edward jumps and grabs a nearby branch with gymnastic grace. He swings over the branch and kicks the shiny object out of the jaguar's mouth. The jaguar runs away and Edward finds a shiny reward. So we had luck. We got that one. But that is not an area off the path because that is the actual path, so it doesn't count for that. This, however, is an area off the path. This is one, I'm pretty sure this is one that is, and it is one that's not always open. So we're going to try before we end this, see if we can get through one more. So let's go fast, see what pop-up it is we're going to get this time. Though now I'm like, who, if anyone, has the Drake's Fire Quencher? Nobody does. So that's why. Now it is now summer holiday again, and they have to exercise again and travel again. Let me go back on his skill to make sure we have that up. And it's funny that I see that Declan maxed the archaeology, but our Edward hasn't. He hasn't been doing as much digging as the others. He's done a little bit of digging, but not as much and not as much stuff. So let's see what our pop-up is. And he got the traveling. Okay, so this is logic is needed, and he has maxed his logic, or he can use his machete. So, abandoned pack. Edward stumbles upon what appears to be an abandoned campsite. Clearly, a previous adventure has been through here, as there's the remains of a small fire and an old, tattered knapsack. There might still be something valuable inside, or something dangerous. So, should he investigate? Obviously, we can leave it alone. We can search for useful gear, which high logic skill gives better results. And we do have max, so I'm going to do that. Or we could use a machete, which he does have too. And that's why I put in his inventory, because I know sometimes. So let's hope. What's in the bag? He carefully inspects the bag and suspects the creature may have taken residence inside. He grabs a nearby stick and starts carefully probing the pack. A poisonous scorpion crawls out and scampers away into the jungle. He digs through the pack and finds some useful gear inside. And there we are. we're on another spot. This is one of the locations that, you know, is sometimes unlocked. There's a bush here, and there is a treasure, so he could get cursed. I have had my Sims get cursed opening the treasure chests, and this should count as an area off the path, and indeed it does. Let's see. Let's hope poor Edward has some luck with this. Oh, someone's getting attacked. Looked like he was. Oh, bats. Bats. Oh, did he get cursed? Why, where is he? Oh, he didn't. He's just having a snooze in the in the chest. Oh, good. He sees him coming and with a kick of adrenaline prepares to cash in on all that time working on his body's fitness to dodge whatever attack they may have planned. So it looks like he's okay. And dodging dangers from skillfully evading a plasma bat attack. So he is good to go. So I'm going to just take them, like I'm just going to go back to their home lot where they can all have a little bit of a sleep for a bit, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more exploring in the next part. That's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!